There we go. This fucking computer. Sorry. Nobody's bleeding yet, but it's coming. Thanks, Charmaine. Thanks for rubbing it in. It's fine. I'm happy with the 16 people watching me here. It's almost the same without a bunch of zeros, okay? Yeah, success. Got the microphone working. See, that's why Ronaldo gets more viewers than I do, is because I can't even get the microphone working. Oh dear. What's happening? Wait, which one do you prefer? This? Or this? Or this? Let me know. Fine, Charmaine. All right, whatever. Not as awesome as they are, okay? I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. Oh, shots fired. I wonder if they can have the South African flag there. No, Darth Sean's coming. He's had to feed dogs. I'm sorry I'm late also, guys. Yeah, driving home, rainy traffic on a Friday. On a Wednesday. Jeez, this world. My camera. That's Secret Service. I thought we're not allowed having chicks anymore. What? What's this? This is not cool. I thought there was a ban on women being Secret Service. There's a whole bunch of them here. Matthew, I was a tad bit late. Only a few minutes. I mean, I left work at 4 o'clock and just got stuck in insane traffic for no reason. Rainy on a Friday, rainy on a Wednesday. Yeah, I know. This is the Lay into Mork rock show. It's like nothing's happening. Volume. Oh, let's keep it low for now. I wonder if Cyril's just gonna rock up. I wonder if they bought a car on that side, or did he bring a? He didn't bring a car with, apparently. Unlike a real president, real presidents take their cars with them. So whoever's here, Matthew's in the house. Cape Town, yes, Cape Town traffic absolutely sucks. You know why it sucks is because the government, because we don't have trains anymore. I think there was a stat about something like there was 1 million people that use the train a month, and I think that went down to something like 50,000 over like the course of 3 or 4 years. Going from 1 million people who use the train on a monthly basis to 50K. And what do you expect? They're just going to have cars on the road forever. Oh, I see Ronaldo's also... Ronaldo's streaming. Yes, Charmaine told me. Is my stream faster than his? It seems so, yeah. I'm 3 seconds ahead of Ronaldo. Just going to put that out there for you guys who are moaning, going, yeah, like their mine's ahead. Quicker, you're going to know things like a few seconds before you see it on Ronaldo's channel. Just putting it out there, just letting you know. Someone told me that, someone told me that I said colors represent. I can't repeat it, but yet did I laugh. Yeah, it's basically like the LGBT flag of Africa. It's just like this means that means that. It's just who cares? Let's see. Oh shit! There's like 64 people watching on X. Listen, if you're on X, you can drop a comment. I can share your comments. If you also want to, you can join us on the YouTube. I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to. But yeah, please interact if you're on the X. If you're on Elon's X, when you support Elon, you can also come check it out. Yeah, but drop us a comment. You can chat. We'll respond. We'll answer your questions. And when I say we, as my co-host is coming shortly. And we're also streaming on Twitch, in case you're happy on the Twitch side of things. You're in the gaming, but you want to get your head in a little bit of politics. You want to know what's going on in the world. I think this is going to be a fun one. See here, like on X, I'll share your comment. Cool. And what else? I hope he does. No, all I want is I just want him to have the conversation about oppression. That's the main thing. I want to see Cyril try and wiggle out of going like, I want him to redefine it and going, well, all redress, racial laws are somehow not discriminatory. Oh, like it's got nothing to do with race. I want to hear that argument. I want to see him argue that. I doubt it's going to happen. Yay! Following from Thailand. Fuck, that's awesome. Stian Loepscher. No, neither can I. Good one. Thanks for tuning in, Stefan. Stian, my bag. Listen, I'm dyslexic. If I pronounce names wrong, it's totally on me. But also, it's 2024. It's 2025. Maybe last year you couldn't get away with it, but you're allowed to mock me. I completely fine with you mocking my disability. Totally fine. Maybe it'll help me be better. I mean, who's in it? As far as I heard, someone mentioned to me earlier, it's going to be Rubio, Trump. Isn't it the other guy? What's the dude's name? The guy from Defense, Hetzedge. I think he's going to be there. And I just want JD Vance to be there. I mean, the way he treated Zelensky just wouldn't let him go. I think you need a younger dude who's like on the ball, who can argue good. Rubio can, but I think Vance is a little bit better than Rubio. Yeah, Pete Hegseth. I mean, I honestly, I don't think it's about Starlink. I mean, the thing is, the argument is, this is what they're arguing. It's about Starlink. I don't think it is so much. Also, I don't want Elon to take the deal. South Africa shouldn't make a special deal for Elon Musk. They should either scrap it or don't. And I hope Elon has principles and goes, listen, and tells Cyril to absolutely get wrecked. And go like, no, don't make a special deal for me. Change the law so that everybody can participate in like these. It's stupid that you've got race laws for businesses. You can't. It's like it violates the principle of property rights, of ownership. And my personal philosophy is that property rights are almost intimately connected to human rights. It's if you can't own yourself, you can't own property. That's exactly right. Chase Payne, instigator. He will tell him to go fuck himself. Elon. I love that though. No, I hope he doesn't make a deal. I really don't. Maybe I should buy dollars. Fuck, it's actually not a bad idea, hey? Or actually, what you could do is, let me just think about this one. Maybe you could buy Bitcoin, but buy Bitcoin now, and then when it doesn't. Don't listen to me. I just said I'm dyslexic, so. Shame. This is supposed to be a cuck job, though. Imagine just standing there holding a flag all day long. I mean, people say like doing things like plumbing is cuck, but that sucks. Look at this dude. Look at him. He's just here. He's just standing there, staring into nothingness. They got a hickey on his neck. No. It's a cuck job. I mean, listen, you couldn't pay me to do that. I'm sure he's paid well, but I mean, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's true. Unlike South Africa, where 42%, what is it, 42, 45, 42% unemployment, 64 youth unemployment, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Chat, let me know. Exactly. 1 of 44. Starlink doesn't need SA. Totally doesn't. I mean, it's like, what do you think? Like, does anybody really think that's going to matter to Elon? If he sold 100,000 Starlink devices in South Africa, is that small amount of money going to add anything to the billions he already has? It's like, oh, I couldn't give a shit. Job, what's that? I mean, at least he's like looks like a normal size. Looks like he can do soldiering. That's the thing. I don't think anybody in our country can do soldiering. I don't think any of our military can run, for that matter. Let's see what's going on. Make sure we're all ready to rumble. There we go. Cool. Oh, that's better. Now I can see things a little bit better. My big screen is up. Wonk, wonk. Yeah, I could be unemployed. It could be. This could be true. What AJ says, M says could be true. Martin from JHB from Joburg. How's it, Martin? Happy day. Thanks for tuning in, man. Kif vibes all around. Kif vibes to everybody. It's going to be a fuck around and find out day. It's going to be a find out day. Six soldiers that received what? What's rumpies? What's rumpies? The 6 soldiers that received rumpies at the airport had their backs turned on him. What? Am I missing something? Oh yeah. Like that's what happens. Our military goes and helps a foreign country, and like 3 of them come back pregnant. It's just like it's literally clown world. It's literally a joke. Hey, what's that? Andre and Susan Canestra. Andre, I'm from King Williamstown. Nice one, Andre. I was in King Williamstown. I remember like I was in King Williamstown for like 7 months. Well, I was mostly in East London, but I was kind of like my folks had a vibe there. Listen, you haven't seen South Africa. Like I was in King Williamstown. I think it was in 2006, 2007. It was during the election. Had my fucking mind blown. Absolutely, mind was blown when I saw how the ANC would go to those little villages outside of the Eastern Cape. Outside of King Williamstown, there's like all these little villages everywhere, and they'd literally like the little big villages. They would give the chief or whatever of the village, the elder or whatever, they'd give them a car and they'd hand out like 10 T-shirts, and people would literally lose their minds. And I was going like, and that's why I think the Eastern Cape is like the ANC stronghold. That's why they continue. That's why I think the leftover 40%, 35% will keep them in power comes from. That's very appreciative of you, man. Yeah, it's really. Sometimes I notice with the bigger chats, I also try and sometimes find a shorter stream with less people, and because like I've seen those where it's just like the comments just roll. I mean, I couldn't even keep up. We had some nice people here. The Ronaldo's tech crew was here the other. I couldn't keep up with comments, so I prefer this. Yes, I know it's not a lot of people, but I'm not really about the money. I'm about the fun, the entertainment. Let's see where. Oh shit, dude, that's not cool. What? My husband passed away in 2029. I think it was an error there due to COVID, but I still use the account. My name is Susan. Okay, hello, Susan. Oh, that's hectic. The education department. Oh, fuck, I bet you have stories. I bet you have stories for days. Yay! Pit Fury. Well, thank you, good sir. Thank you for hanging out. You can also watch it on Ronaldo's channel or my channel. I know this is going to be one long ass stream. There's no information about when exactly it started. Somebody said it started at 5:30. Somebody said 6 o'clock, and then somebody said 6:30, and another person said 7. It's like, this is the only thing I hate about the Trump administration. A little bit of planning, y'all. Matthew. Lord. Yeah, sorry. I meant I noticed you had like a vibe there. Dude, but that's sad, hey? Like condolences. I mean, must be and like listen, the Eastern Cape, like King, God, that probably not a KIF vibe up there, hey? I mean, I really enjoyed. Like I could notice the vast difference between like King and Cape Town. Yeah, we're gonna Matthew, it looks like we're gonna do all night now. We just hang out. We can talk other stuff in between. We don't literally have to talk about soldiers the entire time. Or we can turn it down a smidgen. Oh, look here, I've got a co-host. Hello, co-host.
So just give me a second. I'm phoning a client quick. Sorry.
Go for it.
I'll join you now.
No problem. Doing an all-nighter. The big screen. Oh, that's cool. I could do that. That's fun.
Hello there.
Pitferie has subscribed. Thank you, Pitferie. Much appreciated. Alcohol Dacha. Yes, that's. Listen, if we organize that, we're gonna have a fun evening tonight, right? I wonder, like, is that going to be the next vibe up from OnlyFans, where they go from like you can just like like when is OnlyFans going to have like a side hustle and join forces with Uber Eats, and you can just order yourself some OnlyFans at home. Let's see what the chat says. Yeah. Bro, you should Martin, you should listen to. I had a great chat with Ronaldo a few weeks ago, where he literally was telling us the story of what it's like in Parliament during lunch. It's insane. It's as bad as you can think about it. It's that bad. It's terrible. I work in Swedish. Zulechia. I'm not going to be able to say that word that you said now. One of top management and really work hard and enjoy the educated. That's awesome. But I mean, the education system, I mean, it's not good, is it? Why can't I change this setup? It's only that, or that. Limited amount of options. I need to talk to the people at Streamlabs. I don't know about that, hey? Like, you're talking about, you mean I don't think you can order them, but it's like you've got to, there's that vibe that they have where you walk down the street and they're all in the window. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like, you want the privacy of like, I think here's another great idea. Here's another great idea. So we've got Taser Hose as the first one, and the next one is Uber fans. Uber Eats. Only Uber fan. Only Uber Eats. Only Eats. There we go. Something like that. We're going to work on the word. We're going to work on it, right? Zoom is... Yes, it is. Who's using Zoom? Matthew? I totally agree with you. It's totally good. But I mean, who's using OnlyFans, Uber Eats, Perle Mundel? Yes. Technically, correct. Yeah. Just bones. Red light district, Amsterdam. I know, dude. There was like, I think I was in where was it? Berlin. Their red light district. It was insane. It was just like, okay. They have a whole different vibe on Zags. I can't say the proper word because I don't know. Apparently you're not allowed saying things on YouTube. You got to say essay instead of, the actual word. Sorry, just having a little bit of a muffin. Dude, best muffin in the world, cappuccino muffin. Sorry, I'll fight you on it. I mean, what's happening? Can they do something? Can they just pan the camera to the left or the right? Just something, guys. Come on, man. Give us some options here. See, that looks better. Yeah, that's a bit of a better shot. Sorry, I'm just adjusting everything here a little bit. Where's Gavin at? Yay! Arbut's in the house. Good evening, good sir. How are you? Here in SA, they only have bongo. I know. Mug and bean white hot chocolate. Do you like white hot chocolate because you're white? You need it. Listen, you need to conform and you need to accept DEI in South Africa and have a dark hot chocolate, like 100% chocolate. I really feel sorry for this dude standing there. Imagine standing in the same position for I mean, look, he's swaying. Shame. Looks like he's going to fall over. This is like torture. White sister. What's your pronouns, Matthew? White sister. No, Matthew, I'm not using Zoom. This isn't Zoom. This is it's streaming software. Use Zoom. Zoom is a terrible thing to use. I'm just trying to make the vibe look a little bit better. Let's see, is that adjusting the screen a little bit? Let's make it go off and back on again. Oh no, it's just the same. Let's make it a little bit. I mean, whatever.
Okay, what did I miss? Shit, sorry about that.
That's so loud. That's so loud. Inside voice.
Not my fault. You adjust the volume your side.
I don't. You put it like.
It's exactly where it normally is.
You sound better. You came in hot. You came in excited. Everybody watching now is completely shocked. They're like, they might even look. Somebody left and then they joined again. They were like, this is unbearable. JP, put 2 lint balls in warm chocolate. In warm milk. I do that a lot, JP. I put 2 balls in warm milk.
Your own balls don't count.
It's
Those are salty
detox.
balls.
Those are salty
lint balls.
Lint balls are better. Yeah, but lint. I mean, that's lovely. But it sounds like that's something people that shop at Woolies would do.
This is a weird conversation to walk into.
I know. I'm sorry.
Nothing's been happening. About hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. We were talking. Somebody Matthew mentioned something about he wants like I said I was having a chocolate cappuccino muffin and a good old coffee, and then Matthew he could do with something about a mug and bean. Here we go. Matthew and he went a mug and bean white hot chocolate.
Oh, that does sound good.
I did question the whole white part. I think it's a little bit racist that he discriminates against black hot chocolate or dark hot chocolate, which is. I mean, listen, I have no problem. I think people are allowed to discriminate. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I'm just saying, Matthew, you're in South Africa. We should try and tone that down a little bit.
Represent.
Yeah, you should rather have a diverse hot chocolate. We should petition. Listen, maybe we should let the EFF know about this.
Do a half-breed hot chocolate.
Y'all can't afford lint balls. This feels what? What did your Lisa say? She said this feels like
so good.
School child being called for the principal's office, and you know to get spanked like a silly child. You are 100% correct. We're going to see a spanking today. What did 44 say? JP goes, I shop at the corner garage. Whatever. They don't even have lint there. Like I shop at my corner store too. Apparently, I'm not allowed to call it the pucky. I don't know why.
1 of 4. I'm also doing a teabagging at this moment.
Yeah, it's expensive. Stick to teabagging. Get that extra flavor. Sometimes when I'm
that's
out
how
of
I'm
salt,
rolling at the
I'll
moment. Nice
I've
teabag.
tried it. I've tried it with chips once. It's just not the same. You can only rub chips on salty balls so long, and eventually you get a bit of a rash. But I mean, listen, dude, look at this bra standing here holding the American flag. He's just standing there. That must be the shittest job in the world.
JP Tunes, you should use Brownville Dark. It's actually, I use that to make brownies with. That's really flipping
Dude, that
good.
Brownville, no, dude, that is absolutely legit. If you want to make good,
I make
finally,
like proper
something's
like
happening.
chocolatey brownies.
I don't know, Matthew. Don't you go to Durban and stuff? I wonder how they did this. Did they like phone ahead? Like, listen, we're outside. Just get the president to come out. No one opened. Oh, there is. Shame. This look at this dude. Not even allowed to look at the people. He's just standing there like a statue.
President Trump, how are you feeling, sir?
Oh God, the fucking media. Ask him a dumb question, you bunch of prats.
How was your meeting with the Pope's brother yesterday?
Should we turn this up a little bit? I think I got it on like super soft.
Thank you.
The sound feedback is just terrible. Yeah, Trump's not having this, bro. He's like, why the fuck am I having this stupid meeting with these bunch of douchebags from South Africa?
I feel so bad for him right now for Trump having to endure that.
No, exactly. He's like, oh, fuck's sake. I've got shit to do. I've got a golf game to go to. Okay. Could we change the camera, people, please? Where's Gavin?
Is there going to be a camera for inside?
I hope so. Gavin's in the house.
What's up, Gavin?
Orange Man is bad. You're right. Orange Man is very bad. Did you guys hear about the thing that the media was doing with Trump?
What?
I'm going to say it out loud, and you're going to go, that can't be true, but it's literally been proven true. The left-wing media, like CNN, every MSNBC, MSNBC, CBS, all of them, you know what they do? All the like publications, the Washington Post, the fucking the Times, all of them. You know what they've been doing? They've been putting a tint on Trump's, like an orange tint on every time they put a picture of him up. Like for real. People would like, here's the camera footage. They've added color, like orange color to him.
To make him
Whatever,
more
1 of 44. I was just telling people, okay? Okay, stop telling me, okay? It's like, hey, Gavin, you're not as good as other people.
7,000 people. And how many do we have? Like 4
Just being
5.
dick. Just being... Nah, we got like 57 people watching, and then we've got... Oh shit, we've got a whole bunch of people watching on X. Hey, people on X watching. Please, if you're watching on X, drop a comment. You can chat. There's a chat. Click on the video. And if you open it up, if you click on it, it opens up and there's a whole chat box. You can chat to us and we can share your comments like this. There we go.
Oh,
That's awesome, right?
that's right, Voot. That's right, Voot.
What? What? Who's... I know, Gavin. I was just saying you were being. I was feeling hurt. Right. This event will resume shortly. They're going to move the camera now.
Break. This is a perfect.
So they're picking up the camera and they're. You just got here. How are you taking a break already?
Not me. I'm saying this is a perfect opportunity for people to go get some popcorn.
No, the people can do whatever they want whenever they want to. Yes, I wonder. They should. They should ask him about his couch. Sofa King, Cyril. This event will resume shortly. That's going to be like half an hour. The dude's got to take the camera, pick it up, fold up his tripod, move it inside. I know it is stupid, but a lot of people on X, like, they prefer X. I mean, you guys, they can come chat. Yeah, like, I'll show you guys how it is. So you guys, what can I ask the chat?
Right here or on X?
Yeah, is. There we go. See, you can share it. Yeah, this is how typing works. I know the live chat is better here. It's more interactive. Somebody who was at Rib the other night. He was watching on X, and everybody's chatting here, and he's like, "You're not paying attention to it." Like in my system, I'm getting everybody's chat in one location. So I was like, I'm not looking at X. It's just I'm looking at one place for my chats. Like, let's see, is there another? Yeah, looks like there's not much happening. Yeah, nothing's happening. So we can move this away and chat while this goes down. We could talk about other stuff. Light 10 smokes, my nerves are shot. I know. I'm going to do the same, Charmaine. What does JP say? JP's here because the yes, what Gavin said. Smash the like button, or just click it. If you don't smash it though, just smash it lightly, because you could break your keyboard that way. Yeah, stroke the fluffy keyboard. Okay, no, what? It's a crypto bot or something. Hi, phone this number. Did you lose your? What did I get today? I got this. These fucking idiots send me this message, like like a SMS going, "Hi, here's your password for your Binance transaction," and I'm like, "Phone this number if you're having issues." I'm like, do people really phone
Click
the
on
number
the suspicious link.
click on the suspicious looking link that's got nothing to do with it's like a random mail this guy.
My favorite one is like, you've got a package waiting for you.
Oh yeah, dude, I love
Click
those.
on
No,
this
but I love the
link to
ones.
track it.
I love the ones that come from banking. Hi, your app's a bank, and it's like the Nigerian prince at gmail.com, and it's like, oh, this must be real. Let's mail this guy.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like, fuck me. Apologies. There's still nothing. Let's see. Let's see if there's another stream happening somewhere. Let me have a look. I mean, I don't think Lisa. I don't think it's just about Starlink. I mean, I really don't think so. I think it's got more to do with. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, this is the thing. If you've got a worldview that goes like, well, Elon's pushing him to get Starlink. Think about it for a second. What is Elon Musk worth? What do you think 100, maybe like what, 100,000 Starlink devices being sold in South Africa? What's that? How much is that going to add? Like, what percentage does he get out of that, right? He's already got every single country. Do you think one extra country is going to make that much of a difference? I don't think it's going to fucking matter.
Yeah.
If you have if you're worth close to $1 trillion, another couple of million is going to mean like, oh, okay, couldn't give a shit. So like the argument for that just logically doesn't hold up in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think it's that much of a thing. I think it's like he's fought the South African government on that on principle. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I've got nothing to back it up, but I'm hoping on principle. Like the fact is he bought X on principle. Do you know what I mean? To go like, listen, let's preserve free speech. He lost money on it, and he's slowly gaining it back. But I mean, no, it is. It's 100% embarrassing. Dude, like I think I mean, there's countries like who's it? I think Somalia's got every other country's got Starlink. We don't. But I mean, let's see. Is there not another stream where this is happening? Let's have a look-see poo quickly. The moron has to go move the camera. Let's see, Trump, Ramaphosa live. Let's see what AP News doing it. Yeah, they also just have. Let's see, 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 just have. Let's see Let's share this one as well. So yeah, just to show you guys, nothing is happening at the moment. Though I think they're moving the camera. These people haven't moved their camera yet. Their camera is still outside. Well, who came with Ramaphosa to the White House?
As
What?
BEE troops.
What's up? What? Probably, yeah. BE troops. I would follow Fox. What did I miss something? Yeah, I would follow. I am on Fox. I've got Fox up, but Fox is this is Fox. Matthew. So this is Fox's stream. Currently nothing happening, and then this is who's this? This is AP. This is AP News's stream. So we've got both here. Let's have moving pictures on the side while we talk about crap. I have 3 live channels open. Yeah, go Vu. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. The fact that you're doing that is amazing. Thank you. You have to switch between them and then listen to what different people say. Oh, see, well, I'm just going to tease you with that first. Charmaine, just we're going to do this. Just a little bit. There we go.
Oh
Hello.
God, seriously.
Stop being. You're just jealous, Dashawn. You're jealous. Ernie else.
what?
Oh, so here we go. So apparently, okay, this is what I heard also on Cape Talk today. They freaked out about it. The fact that people, Ernie Els, Retief Goosen, and Johan Rupert. God, is Johan Rupert still alive? Apparently, they're also going to be in this meeting, and then it's going to be Cyril, and then is Paul Mashatile with him, or is it just Johan Steenhuisen's not going to? He's in the States, but he's not there. He's somewhere else. They should have invited Drickus. He would have helped things along. Yeah, apparently Ernie Els is going to be there. What? No, is it Ernie Els? Isn't Gary Player like bigger friends with? Isn't Gary Player the one that's also friends with Trump? I mean, Ernie Els, dude. I haven't heard of Ernie Els forever. I mean, I'm not into Rupert at all. Hey, stop it. Let's see, what are they? Anybody talking? We just hear the background. All the press is getting ready. Does my water taste weird? Wait, I was going to miss what Yolisa said. Yeah, wait. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, you could be right. He doesn't need our money. So he must be that guy that still feels apartheid was right and equality laws are no good for him as... I don't think so. I mean, you're making an assumption based on, like, nothing. What are you making that assumption on? Just because he wants to change, like, racial laws, you're making the assumption that he wants apartheid back. I mean, it's like it's a false equivalence.
Did you see the clip of him talking? I saw it today sometime of him talking to some sort of reporter.
Oh yeah. He was I think it was yesterday or the day before. So 144 is going to tell you like old news, buddy. Old news. You need to get with the program.
It's just not allowed to have an opinion. Yeah,
you're not allowed to have an opinion. That's what this is about. No. I know what you mean. He had the thing with the reporter where, like, he basically says he can't have a company in South Africa because he's not black. And
but his argument
was
so relevant, though. It's like I find it because he's at the end of the day, he's not. It's not about. I don't think it's about the money, like you were saying. Like it's
not. It's about the principle.
Okay, he'll make money, but it's not like he needs it.
It's not he needs it. It's like his company is like it's Starlink is sorted like 10 times over.
It's all of this. And I think he's
here we go. So wait, this is NBC.
Thank you very much, everyone. It's a great honor to be
Sorry,
with
you know what he reminds me of? Is one of those trolls from Harry Potter.
President Ramaphosa, and He is a man who is
Oh, Fox News is not
certainly
there
in
yet.
some circles really respected, other circles a little bit less respected, like all of us, in all fairness, like all of
We
us.
all like that.
We also have a few of my friends. Ernie Els, a great golfer. He's a truly great golfer. Retief Goosen, who's an
Retief Goosen.
we call him really a great golfer too, Ernie, right? You two guys are fantastic. And we could add Gary to the group, Gary Player. What a group of golfers South Africa's had.
Yes, yes.
There must be something in the water, right? It's something good. These two guys are
It's the
unbelievable.
water. It's the water, sir.
Yeah, Gary's Gary. And David Frost, also another one that I
Yes.
know is such a great one.
Indeed.
Was he as good a putter as they say, David? He's a putter. He's a putting machine, right?
Absolutely.
But he's another one. So something very good about South Africa in golf, and golf is still doing great in South Africa. And they have young players, I hear, coming up that are going to be very good. But it's an honor to have you here. And,
What?
my friend, it's an honor to have you. One
He
of the
looks- he
greatest
looks-
businessmen.
He looks
in,
so
in
submissive.
South Africa,
Cyril
long-
looks so submissive.
And long beyond. Thank you.
No, look at him. Like he looks very
Great-
submissive.
very
He's
great
like
honor.
he's.
Appreciate it.
I've never
So
seen him,
we're
but look
going
at
to be
his
discussing
entire
certain
body.
things. As you know, we have the G20.
He looks uncomfortable.
is
Is it just me? Do you
going
guys
to
like he
South
doesn't ever
Africa.
look
When
like
is
that.
that
He looks
going
like
to be?
he's
In November,
In November.
and thereafter,
he's
I hand over
intimidated.
to
You can
you.
see he's intimidated
Yes,
like a
we have it.
motherfucker.
you originated the G20, so I'll hand over the baton to you.
Oh,
and
here
you
comes the
lead
fucking
the G20
We're
in
going
the
to have
world.
it. We're going to have it the following
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
blow
So we'll be
me.
discussing many things and some of the things you've been reading about in the papers and
Yes.
the media. And I would say that, look, the president is a truly respected man in many, many circles. And in some circles, he's considered a little controversial. But we're going to be discussing some of the things that are taking place in South Africa and see if we can help. And we want to help. And we've had a long relationship with South Africa. I have, because indirectly I have so many friends that live there. I have a lot of friends. I mean, these are famous guys, but I have a lot of friends that live there that are tremendous people. And we'll be discussing that. We'll have a nice conversation. And I really appreciate that you guys came along. It really helps us in our thought process. But it is a great honor to have you, and I appreciate you called. He called. I don't know where he got my number, but I picked up. He said, I want to come over and see you. And, that was my honor, and thank you very much for being here.
You're most welcome.
Thank you
Most
very
welcome.
much.
Well, thank you very much for welcoming us to this reformed White House. I've been here before, and it looks really fantastic. I must congratulate you.
Thank you.
But I also thank you for allowing our delegation. This is a very mixed delegation that you've got. We've got people from government, my ministers. I've got someone from the trade union movement who we really collaborate with, and from business as well, and our sporting legends. When I spoke to you, you said, yes, come along and bring Gary Player, bring any else, and Retief Goosen. I brought the two of them. Gary
what
Player,
happened to Gary?
I spoke to him, and he said, look, I'm getting rather on in my years, but wishes us luck in this discussion with you. So it's a real joy, and I'd also like to thank you for allowing your people to start discussions with us at the trade level. I mean, we are essentially here to reset the relationship between the United States and South Africa. We are long-standing partners in many, many ways. We've collaborated in many fields, in space issues, in energy, and in trade, and we therefore need to reset that, particularly in the light of some of the announcements that you made on trade and investment. So we want to advance more trade between the two of us, two countries, and our people now have been empowered by yourself and by myself to start engaging, and we hope that we will be able to fuel that engagement during our talks. And we also want to discuss issues that have to do with how we promote further investments in both countries. We've got about 22 companies from South Africa that have invested in the US. That's creating a number of jobs. And similarly, you've got almost 600 companies that have invested in South Africa, and some of them have been in South Africa for more than 100 years.
That's true.
So our links are are really long-lasting, and we would like to recalibrate those relations between our two countries and discuss a whole range of issues, geopolitical, the work that you're doing to bring peace around the world, in Ukraine and in the Middle East. So we value that, and we are also a great contributor to peace processes that are going on around the world. And of course, we want to discuss how we can support each other. You are a much bigger economy than we are. We're just a tiny economy, but we rely on each other on a number of issues. We've got critical minerals that you want to fuel the growth of your own economy and reindustrialize. So we have that on offer, including rare earth minerals. So all that combination of opportunity and the products that we buy from you, as well as what we sell to you, I believe makes up a really good and powerful relationship, which we need to strengthen, which we need to engender. And that is really what has brought us here. And we are really privileged to have great South Africans in the mix. As you said, you'd like to see them as well. And I brought you a really fantastic golf book. Weighs 14 kilograms.
Oh, that sounds good.
And it showcases the golf courses in our country. Johan Rupert wrote preface, so did Annie else. And I want to showcase our golf courses. You might remember when I spoke to you and we spoke about golf, you said I should start practicing. And I've started practicing, President, so I'm ready. But let me end just the introductory remarks by thanking you. You may not recall that 5 years ago I spoke to you during the COVID period.
Right.
And it was at a time when the whole world was going through a really cathartic moment.
Right.
And we asked for assistance, and you were able to assist us with respirators, respirators, and you kept to your word, and you delivered respirators to us. We didn't have as many in our country, and it really helped to help us deal with COVID. So I'm here also to say thank you and to thank the people of America for having helped us during a really difficult time. Being the small economy that we are, we needed help from around the world. And you were there to provide that. So thank you very much.
I remember the
for
call.
that. Yeah.
We
thank
sent
you.
150 respirators. We became the respirator king. We started making them. Nobody had them. We had
Yes.
very few of them.
That's right.
But they were very helpful. But we sent 150, and I appreciated the letter. You wrote me a letter. And
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Well,
appreciate that very much.
Thank you very much for that. It really touched my heart after I spoke to you and you delivered. So,
Great honor.
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.
Any questions, please?
Mr. President, we welcome white Afrikaner refugees here. Can you explain to
Here we go.
Americans why it's appropriate to welcome white Afrikaners here when other refugees like Afghans, Venezuelans, Haitians have all had their protected status revoked?
Well, this is a group, NBC, that is truly fake news. They ask a lot of questions in a very pointed way. They're not questions, they're statements. We've had tremendous complaints about Africa, about other countries too, from people. They say there's a lot of bad things going on in Africa, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. When you say we don't take others, all you have to do is take a look at the southern border. We let 21 million people come through our border, totally unchecked, totally unvetted. They came from all over the world. In many cases, they're criminals. They come from prisons. They come from mental institutions. They come from street gangs. They're drug dealers. So don't say that we didn't take them. We take them. We're trying to get them out as fast as we can. And we're doing record business on that. And we just won a big case where we're allowed to send back hundreds of criminals to Venezuela. Just won that today in the Supreme Court. I'm happy to hear. But we do have a lot of people are very concerned with regard to South Africa, and that's really the purpose of the meeting, and we'll see how that turns out. But we have many people that feel they're being persecuted, and they're coming to the United States. So we take from many locations if we feel there's persecution or genocide going on. And we had a lot of people. I must tell you, Mr. President, we have had a tremendous number of people, especially since they've seen this. Generally, they're white farmers, and they're fleeing South Africa, and it's it's a very sad thing to see. But I hope we can have an explanation of that, because I know you don't want that. It's a kind of a different meeting. Normally we have meetings, we talk about trade, and we'll be talking about trade and other things. But that certainly will be a subject that comes up. Yeah. Yes, please. Brian?
Thank you very much. I'd like to get your thoughts on Letitia James. Director Polte, according to him, Letitia James says that the alleged mortgage fraud was simply a mistake. I want to get your thoughts on that. She put down that her father was her husband. And this is very similar to, I guess, the false attacks they had on here.
Well, I don't know what it is currently, but Letitia James, who's the Attorney General of New York State, it seemed, I'm not involved in that at all. I know that it's being handled by various groups, I guess, but it's major fraud, mortgage documents, and fraudulent everything. Yeah, I think she said the father was her husband, which she had to have a husband, or so she chose her father, and she put it down, and she had didn't she sign in Virginia, yet she said she lived in Virginia, yet she's the New York State Attorney General, and she did that for tax reasons, so she could take advantage of taxes. And she had the wrong number of units. She had a much different number, which wouldn't have allowed her to qualify and scam the government. So I don't know. I think she's very bad for New York, but I really don't know too much about it, but I appreciate the question. Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
Mr. President, for you to be convinced that there's no genocide.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Mr. President. So May 25th will be the celebration of Africa Day, which pretty much a lot of celebration will be taking place around the world, including here in the United States. What is your message to the entire African continent, African people, in this important occasion?
Well, I want to see peace, and I want to see happiness. I want to see health, and you have incredible land. There's tremendous value. A lot of countries don't have that value in the land, the value you have. We have a situation, I think you probably heard about it. We've done, through some very talented people, helped settle a war that's been raging for years, Rwanda and the Congo. And I think we've done it. Believe it or not, I think we've done it. And could you just say a few words about that, my friend?
Yes. A couple of weeks ago, we signed, the two parties signed a declaration of principle in which they agreed on the way forward. And they have both submitted draft peace agreements, and we have put together one that incorporates both of their suggestions, and we've given it to them. So we're in the process of finalizing
Looking
this.
good, right?
Looking very good.
No, we have to thank you for even those efforts, because the African continent, particularly SADC, our Southern African Development Community, has for years been seeking to foster peace in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So all efforts, including those from outside the continent and inside the continent, are really worthwhile. We are removing our troops from there so that peace can then prevail in that whole area. And we hope that with the support of the international community, we will really have peace in that area. It's so vital, it's so important for the whole region.
Well, we sent our people there, and I think we did a very good job, as headed by my friend, and that was great. That was great. I mean, I'm just hearing phenomenal reports, because all I'm hearing is death, and they're chopping heads off, and it's horrible over there. And it was really brave of you to go there, and I really appreciate it. And it looks like we have something very, very substantial. We also talked about trade with them in terms of rare earth and all, but really more for the, it's like, if you take a look at what we just did with Pakistan and India, we settled that whole thing, and I think I settled it through trade. We're doing a big deal with India, we're doing a big deal with Pakistan, and I said, what are you guys doing? Somebody had to be the last one to shoot. but the shooting was getting worse and worse, bigger and bigger, deeper and deeper into the countries. And we spoke to him, and I think we, I hate to say we got it settled, and then 2 days later, something happens, and they say it's Trump's fault. But Pakistan has got some excellent people and some really good, a great leader. And India is my friend, Modi. And he's a
mutual friend.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And I called them both, and we just did something good. We're trying to settle Russia, Ukraine. Spoke with President Putin for 2.5 hours the day before yesterday. I think we made a lot of progress, but that's a bloodbath. 5,000 people are being killed a week, 5,000 soldiers a week, not including people in cities and towns that are also being killed. So we're trying to help. And it doesn't affect us. It's not our people. It's not our soldiers. It's Ukraine and it's Russia. But if we can save 5,000 souls, we'll do it. We're pretty good at it. But that's a bad situation. That is a really bad situation.
Well, you'll recall when President Zelensky was coming to South Africa, that's when I spoke to you.
That's right.
We both agreed that we need to push the peace message so that there can really be peace. And we've been involved in the Ukraine-Russia conflict for quite a while through my Minister of State Security here. We've been dealing with them, the exchange of children who were taken away, going through names and addresses and all that. So we've been invested in that whole process as well. And the moves that you're making are fully supported by us because we would like to see the end of that war.
That's true. I called Zelensky, and they said, he's in South Africa. I said, what the hell is he doing in South Africa?
He was talking to us.
We got this one. That's a strange one. I said, what are you doing in South Africa?
Yes.
That's a strange one.
He's trying to make peace. We're taking him. We were lucky because we had the great Nelson Mandela, who taught us how to create peace, to make peace. So we were imparting some of those lessons to him, some of those learnings, and I specifically mentioned to him that this is how Nelson Mandela taught us that when you want to have a peace in a country, do it on an unconditional basis and sit down and talk. And that's precisely what I'm sure he's going to heed.
Well, we're going to see what happens with that one. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of death. It's a bloodbath.
It is. Unfortunately.
I get the satellite pictures of that field, of that killing field. You never saw anything like it in your life. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing that goes on, but I think we've made big progress. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
No, not you. Right here. He's from South Africa. Go ahead, please.
What are you expecting on the ICJ case? Are you expecting South Africa to drop that? Is that what you're trying to do?
On which case?
The ICJ
the International
case
Criminal Justice.
International Criminal Court.
I don't expect anything, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know. It's they've got a case. There's a lot of anger there, tremendous anger. I don't expect anything. We'll see what happens. We'll have a ruling, and who knows what the ruling is going to mean. Yeah.
On that subject of Gaza, Mr. President, are you going to be speaking to Prime Minister Netanyahu about Israel's renewed offensive? There's been a lot of concern from European countries. The Pope has expressed concern. Are you going to be asking Prime Minister Netanyahu to tone down the offensive in Gaza, to let more aid in?
Was that a question or a statement?
It's a question.
This guy's, you never change.
Mr. President, this time, what would it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
Well, I can answer that for the President. It's for him. No, seriously.
I'd rather have him answer.
Yeah, I'd rather answer that. It will be.
Our President will respond to you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. President.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us on the around a quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and that. Is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down. Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do.
Here we go.
You people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South African occupy land. That's who we are. Can we drop my membership from this useless parliament?
Yes, Honorable Member. Must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act.
How is he going to defend this? How is he going to defend this? He's going to try and squirm out of this one. No, that's totally cool. It's just a song. It's just a song, lads.
His go-to thing, it's just a song.
The fact that he's laughing about it says a lot. It's like he's laughing and he's just realized it. He literally just realized he's fucked up now.
Yeah, he's panicking now.
He is a white man.
Look at him.
Yeah, Cyril thinks it's a joke. Trump is like, what the fuck is going on here? And he's just like, he's been laughing the entire time. It's like, it's absolutely disgusting.
Because you have touched a white man. Not because Pajama and Soli will not be touched. They will be touched, no one. But we are starting with this whiteness.
Jesus, look at that packet they're giving him. Like, and they gave it to putting it next to JD Vance. Oh God, this is going to be amazing.
The farmer, the brewer, the farmer. Shoot to kill. Come on, sir. Kill the brewer, the farmer.
He's not even looking at the screen.
No, the thing is, he's got a smile on his face. It's a bit weird.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, was not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't ever see the future.
Yeah, but and you understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter, they freak out. It sounds like a genocidal.
I can't take it.
This is like the best TV ever. Like, this is absolutely amazing. He's making him sit there and watch it. There's no way he can turn away from it now.
Whether they like it or not, if they object, they can seek refugee in America.
Now this is very bad. These are burial sites right here.
Bro.
Burial sites.
He's just
Over
laying him
1,000
down.
Of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road, you have crosses.
That's how you wipe a smile off someone's face.
Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is.
Please don't get needed. No.
This I've never seen.
Bullshit.
I mean, it's in South Africa. That's
We'll need to find out.
Yeah, thanks,
So
dude.
embarrassing.
Everybody's
He
seen the
doesn't even know
picture.
where the fuck it is.
Yeah, I know. That's insane, dude. That's so telling of him.
those people.
Matthew's pretending.
Okay.
Mr. President, the Pentagon announced that it would be accepting a Qatari jet to be used as Air Force One.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Respond.
You know, you to get out of here. What does this have to do with the Qatari jet? They're giving the United States Air Force a jet, okay? And it's a great thing. We're talking about a lot of other things. It's NBC trying to get off the subject of what you just saw. You are a real, you're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough. But for you to go into a subject about a jet that was given to the United States Air Force, which is a very nice thing, they also gave $5.1 trillion worth of investment in addition to the jet. Go back, you ought to go back to your studio at NBC because Brian Roberts and the people that run that place, they ought to be investigated. They are so terrible the way you run that network, and you're a disgrace. No more questions from you. Go ahead. Go ahead, talk about that. His name is Peter something. He's a terrible reporter. Quiet.
That's my question now.
Let's go.
Thank you so much. President Trump, and it's also from ENCA in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Steve.
What would you like President Ramaphosa to do about the situation that
don't
we've just
know.
seen on the screen?
I don't know. Look, these are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death. Death. I don't know. To pick anyone, white South Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws. And this is all, I mean, I'll give these to you. So when you say, what would I like to do? I don't know what to do. Look at this. White South African couples say that they were attacked violently. And,
President Trump, when will you go and see for yourself if it is?
well, I could do that. Look, here's burial sites all over the place. These are all white farmers that are being buried. And he asks about a jet that was given. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know, you are so bad. You're such a bad reporter. This is one after another. This family was wiped out. I'm just looking.
Can we get a report from President Ramaphosa,
Your
please?
reaction to those videos, Mr. President?
Is he fucking smiling? Well, I think the videos are so. No. When you look at the videos, I mean, how does it get worse? And these are people that are officials, and they're saying that kill the white farmer and take their land. That's what. And I have other friends in South Africa. I have people that left. One in particular that says you can't go there. He said they want to take your land. They take your land and they kill you. It's okay, and they say it's okay to do. Now we're going to talk about it. But this is a tremendous look. This is a story recent. These are all people that recently got killed.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it can get any worse. These are. And you know, the men that you saw, the people that you saw in that movie, those are officials. Those are people that were in office. They had one march. They had a dance in your parliament, whatever you may call it, legislature.
Well, let me clarify that.
Yeah,
let me clarify that because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various policies, and in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately, through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now
The
been
farmers are
utilizing.
black. The farmers are not black.
We
I don't
now-
say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. And the people that are being killed in large numbers, and you saw all those grave sites, and those are people that loved ones going, I guess on a Sunday morning, they told me, to pay respect to their loved ones that were killed. Their heads chopped off. They died violently. And, you know, I mean, we're here to talk about it, and I didn't know we'd get involved here. But I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake, like NBC, which is fake news, totally, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it. But the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but now they have to talk about it. But they won't. This won't even be a subject. They'll have him talking about why did a country give a free, think of this, why did a country give an airplane to the United States Air Force? Okay, the United States, not to me, to the United States Air Force, so they could help us out, because we need an Air Force One until that's Air Force One, it's being built. 2 of them being built. But Boeing's a little bit late, unfortunately. So why did they give us a plane to the United States Air Force? That's what that idiot talks about after viewing a thing where thousands of people are dead.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I take it. I would take it. If your country offered the United States Air Force a plane, I would take it.
Okay. But coming back to this issue, which I really would like us to talk about, and talk about it very calmly. We were taught by Nelson Mandela that whenever there are problems, people need to sit down around a table and talk about them.
Well, there are problems.
And this is precisely what we would also like to talk about, including, of course, trade matters, investment matters. So the issues that concern you as the United States.
Those are all recent. Those are all deaths.
Yeah, in many ways, I mean, one should say you are a partner of South Africa, and you are raising concerns, and these are concerns that we are willing to talk to you about. Let me just add quickly, you know, the criminality that we are experiencing in our country needs quite a lot of technological capability. And in one of our areas in South Africa, we're using US technology, which is able to, in many ways, identify where shootings are happening and all that. And I'd like to talk about that, because there is support that we can get from you as the United States to help us deal with all these acts of criminality. And that is what I believe partnership is all about. And we are here as a partner so that we can help each other whenever there are challenges. So I'd like us to discuss it, and of course outside of the media, so that we sit down and have a really good discussion that will lead to good outcomes.
Are there any other further punitive measures that could be in place should you not be satisfied that South Africa is fixing some of the very bad things, in inverted commas, that you tweeted are happening?
Well, there are a lot of bad things happening in many countries, but this in particular has been very, very bad, very bad. And because of, we're going to have the whole world watching in another short period of time, because you have the G20, and that's a big deal. And it seems like, I want you to look good. I don't want you to look bad.
Very good.
But we have hundreds of people, thousands of people trying to come into our country because they feel they're going to be killed and their land is going to be confiscated. And you do have laws that were passed that gives you the right to confiscate land for no payment. You can take away land for no payment.
I want to clarify that, because we have a constitution. Our constitution guarantees and protects the sanctity of tenure of land ownership. And that constitution protects all South Africans with regard to land ownership. However, we do say, because we've got to deal with the past, the government, and as your government also has the right to expropriate land for public use.
And you're doing that.
And we've never really gotten underway with that. And we are going to be doing so.
You're taking people's land away
we have not.
from them. And those people, in many cases, are being executed. They're being executed. And they happen to be white, and most of them happen to be farmers. And that's a tough situation. I don't know how you explain that. How do you explain that? They're taking people's land away, and in many cases, those people are being executed. And in many cases, it's not the government that's doing it. It's people that kill them and then take their land, and nothing happens to them. But we have thousands of people that want to come into our country. They're also going to Australia in a smaller number. But we have thousands of people that want to come into our country, and they're white farmers, and they feel that they're going to die in South Africa, and it's a bad thing. Yeah, please.
What can South Africa do? What concessions would you like to see them make to improve relations with the United States? Then I have one more for President Ramaphosa afterwards.
Well, we just spoke about it. I got them a very, very complex machine, 150 of them. I was asked by the president if it could help, and I did that. And I have great feeling for all countries. I deal with all countries, but I have a great feeling for South Africa because I have friends. I have a couple of friends, a few friends here today. I have many friends from South Africa, but many of those friends are not, they can't go back. I have Elon is from South Africa. I don't want to get Elon involved. That's all I have to do, get him into another thing. But Elon happens to be from South Africa. This is what Elon wanted. He actually came here on a different subject, sending rockets to Mars, okay? Yes. He likes that better. He likes that subject better. That's right. But Elon is from South Africa, and I don't want to talk to him about that. I don't think it's fair to him.
That's right.
But I will say that people are fleeing South Africa for their own safety. Their land is being confiscated, and in many cases, they're being killed. And that scene of, you see how many crosses they have. Those crosses, that's a dead person in every one of them. And those trucks or cars are paying their respects to all of those dead people on a Sunday morning. That's a rough thing to explain away. And the problem we have, and the way, a correct and a fair media exposes things. But we have a very corrupt media. They won't even report this. If this were the other way around, it would be the biggest story. Now, I will say apartheid, terrible. That was the biggest story. That was reported all the time. This is sort of the opposite of apartheid. What's happening now is never reported. Nobody knows about it. All we know is we're being inundated with people, with white farmers from South Africa. And it's a big problem. Marco Rubio was telling me he's never seen anything like it. The numbers of people that want to leave South Africa because they feel they're going to be dead very soon. Yes, please.
I was going to say,
Brian, go.
If I could just ask you a question. 72% of farmers in your country are white. If they flee, do you feel that maybe the economy could collapse? You may not have a gap to fill in those people that need to replace those farmers.
I'd like my Minister of Agriculture, who is white, who comes from an opposition party to mine, who's joined my government at my invitation to address this very issue, including the question that you've just raised. John?
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Mr. President, thank you for welcoming us to the White House. I would say we have a rural safety problem in South Africa. I don't think anyone wants to candy coat that. And it requires a lot of effort to get on top of it. It's going to require more policing resources. It's going to require a different strategy to be able to deal with it. But certainly the majority of South Africa's commercial and smallholder farmers really do want to stay in South Africa and make it work. And I've just come from the largest agricultural show in the Southern Hemisphere with organized agriculture and farmers, and the majority of them want to stay. But they too there have a memorial to those who've died as a result of farm attacks. And as the Minister of Agriculture, it is something that I'm particularly exercised with my colleagues at police and my colleagues in the justice cluster to start making farm attacks and stock theft a priority crime. And it affects all farmers in South Africa, particularly stock theft. It has a disproportionate effect on smallholder black farmers. I also want to just say this, that the two individuals that are in that video that you've seen are both leaders of opposition minority parties in South Africa. Mkhonto weSizwe under Mr. Zuma, and the economic freedom fighters under Mr. Malema. Now, the reason that my party, the Democratic Alliance, which has been an opposition party for over 30 years, chose to join hands with Mr. Ramaphosa's party was precisely to keep those people out of power. We cannot have those people sitting in the union buildings making decisions. And that is why after 30 years of us exchanging barbs across the floor in Parliament and trying to get one over on each other, we've decided to join hands precisely to keep that lot out of government. Because the day they get in to the doors of the union buildings in South Africa or control of our Parliament, that's what you're going to see. And that is why this government, working together, needs the support of our allies around the world so that we can strengthen our hand, grow our economy, and shut the door forever on that rabble getting through the doors of the union bodies, because then South Africa's future would be...
So you denounced that type of language in the video that you saw?
Oh yes, we've always done so. As government, as my own party, we are completely opposed to that. We, in 1955, adopted a document which said South Africa belongs to all who live in it.
But why wouldn't you arrest that man? That man said, kill the white farmers, kill the white farmers. And then he danced, and he's dancing, and it's kill the white farmers. I think, I'm not sure, but I think if somebody got up in Parliament and started saying, kill a certain group of people, he would be arrested very quickly. That man is going all over South Africa. And that's not a small party. That was a stadium that holds 100,000 people, and I hardly saw an empty seat. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of representation. And those crosses, we have dead white people, dead white farmers, mostly. And you take a look at Australia. They're being inundated, and we're being inundated with people that want to get out. And their farm is valueless. It's valueless. And they just want to get out with their life. And this is a very serious situation. And if we had a real news or real press or media, we don't have that because they won't talk about this because they're all guys like that idiot. But if we had a real press, it would be exposed. And you know, the beauty of exposing it is it's like a cleansing action. When it gets exposed, it'll get fixed. That's when it'll get fixed. But people don't talk about it. And I'll tell you who's talking about the thousands of people that are fleeing South Africa right now.
Will you discuss USAID and the devastating impact the cuts are having across the African continent?
Yeah, well, it's devastating, and hopefully a lot of people are going to start spending a lot of money. And I've talked to other nations. We want them to chip in and spend money too. And we've spent a lot. And it's a tremendous problem going on in many countries. A lot of problems going on. The United States always gets the request for money. Nobody else helps, as you know. Europe doesn't help. Europe hasn't given anything. All they do is sue our companies. You know, they sue Apple, and they sue all of our companies. Apple had to pay $17 billion on a nonsense lawsuit. Very unfair. But we're going to always be there to help.
The Afrikaner extravagant rights to South African broadcasting. If this Afrikaner resettlement issue is resolved, you're going to go into a room after this, you guys are going to talk. If it is resolved, what is the potential for the future-looking relationship between the United States?
It's got to be resolved. It should be resolved. It's a little bit bad when you see a stadium with 100,000 people in it, because that means it's more than just a little movement. It's a pretty big movement in South Africa, so it has to be resolved. it'll be the end of the country if
But
it's
is
not.
there potential for the relationship moving forward?
I hope so.
You
That's why I'm
in
here.
November.
I mean, I'm not here for my health. I'm here to see what we can do. No, I'd like to see. I have friends. I can tell you, Ernie Els and Retief Goosen, they feel so strongly they wanted to be here on behalf of South Africa, not on behalf of me.
Yes.
And, you know, they said, can we be here for this? Because they love the country. Ernie, do you guys want to say a couple of words? I hate to put you in this. This is tougher than sinking a 3-footer. They have, and they've sank many 3-footers.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thanks for the honor of being here. We've known each other a long time. We have spoken. You know, we're proud South Africans. I still have my South African passport. You know, we travel with this passport, you know, and I got my visa here. So, you know, but we want to see things get better in our home country. That's the bottom line. It's been 35 years since the transition. President Ramaphosa was right in the middle of the transition time in 1990 and before that. So it's been 35 years of ANC government, and I know there's a lot of anger, you know, through the transition. There was also a lot of stuff happening in the apartheid days. You know, we grew up in the apartheid era, but I don't think two wrongs makes a right. You know, President Mandela, when he came out of prison for all that time, didn't come out with hatred, you know, and really unified our nation through sport. You know, we won the Rugby World Cup in '95.
4 times.
We won the African Nations Cup, soccer. You know, we won some majors as golfers and so forth. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, this has been a long time coming. That's why we really wanted to meet you, meet the administration, and see our way forward, because we still want to see our country flourish. You know, we've got some great things going on. Business is getting involved with government. Farmers are getting involved in local municipalities, trying to rebuild some of the infrastructure that's been decaying for a long time. So there's a lot of coexistence going on and help from a lot of areas, but I feel we need the US to push this thing through. We've got a great ally if we can have the US. It's always been an ally of South Africa for a very long time, even in the days of the war, you know, up in Angola. You know, you guys helped us. So very important for us to have your support and you know, get the change we need.
Where did you do that well? You might have done that even better than he plays golf, which is almost impossible. Johan, please.
Sorry, Mr. President, if you had to wind all of those tapes properly, you will see I'm the biggest target of that rabble rouser. Number one.
What the fuck?
Mr. Malema. In fact, the first time I met him, he was in the youth league with that gentleman. And look how he's changed.
Right.
We have too many deaths, but it's across the board. It's not only white farmers, it's across the board. And we need technological help. We need Starlink at every little police station. We need drones. I actually got drones donated for the peace parks to stop elephant and rhino poaching. And his predecessor stopped the importation because he said the United States would spy on us. I mean, US basics, the ridicule. So if you can help us. Remember, sir, you and I lived in New York in the 70s. We never thought New York could be what it became. 2 commissioners.
What the fuck is he on about?
We need your help to stop this awful killing. But it's
Yeah,
across the board. Ernie is right now building a house in George. I'm building 3 cottages for my grandchildren on a farm outside Grafrenet. I often go to bed without locking the door. And we have a serious problem with illegal aliens who stream across the border. And if you really look
Have an issue with race laws, bro.
at our statistics, a lot of these murders, firstly, it's unemployment and illegal aliens. And then I met Vice President Watts many years ago, the Charlie Rose show. My wife loved the book. And she reminded me this morning
This is
that
off
we
topic.
emphasize the devastation that occurs when big companies leave towns and cities, and there's a culture of dependency that develops. And I remember you discussing it. Now that's our problem. If we don't get our economy to grow, the culture of dependency and the lawlessness will increase. I've been against apartheid all my life, and I'm their #1 target. Please just Google my name and Malema. You'll see us. He marched on the
But the
farm.
crime is bad.
The crime is terrible, sir, but Mr. Steenhuisen won't admit to it, but he runs the
Oh,
Western
shots
Cape where I
fired.
live. And the biggest murder rate is in the Cape Flats. Gangs. We've got gang warfare. Like
He
your
reminds me of like a really
thing
old
these
person
guys.
that
We've got
is
equivalents
just
there,
rambling
but
on about a
we
whole
need your
bunch of
help,
shit.
sir.
Exactly.
And we need Elon technology.
Well, one of the real areas of support is really in investments. We've got to grow our economy, because through growing the economy, we're then able to create more jobs. Because crime really thrives where there is inequality and unemployment. And that is one of the reasons that has brought us here, to improve our investment relations, our trade relations, so that we can preserve the number of jobs that your companies have created.
He's
in
just
South
playing for
Africa.
time. He's
By
just trying
virtue of
to
what
time
we
this thing out.
export to you, we are able to create up to 500,000 jobs in the auto industry, in the agricultural industry, and a number of other industries, mining, where we export things to you. And we also know that as South African companies invest here, you are also able to create jobs. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So our main real reason for being here is to foster trade and investment, so that we are able to grow our economy with your support, and so that we are also able to address all these societal
Hashtag
problems.
begging.
Because criminality thrives when people are unemployed, when they have no other hope to eke out a living. So that is what we need to resolve. And your support,
Yeah,
your
we need money.
partnership
We need
with
money to help
us
us.
is what is really going to give us a strong capability to move forward.
President, please,
Retief,
President Trump at the back here.
excuse me, do you have anything to say? I mean, I don't want to leave you out. You know, the guy won 3 or 4 majors. 3 or 4?
No, only 2.
2. That's a lot. By the way, 2's a lot. A lot of tournaments you won too. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. President Ramaphosa. I grew up in an area in South Africa that is a farmland area, Polokwane. And there is some issues up there. Obviously, my dad was a property developer as well as a part-time farmer. And yeah, some of these buddy farmers got killed. The farm is still going. My brothers run it, but it's a constant battle with farms they're trying to burn the farms down to chase you away. So it is a concern to try and make a living as a farmer. And at the end, without farmers, there's no food on the plate. So we need the farmers
And
to
your brother
produce
loves
the food.
farming, right? He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't even want to do what you're doing, right? They love farming. They don't want to leave. But it's a struggle.
Yeah, and food and fresh water is the most important thing in life. Without those 2 things, you can't survive.
How is the water there?
The water's great, obviously. All the water comes out of the borehole, out of ground for us down there. But yeah, it is a battle to get the water out sometimes when all the equipment gets stolen all the time that you're trying to get the
So
water
does
out.
your family and your brother, do they feel safe on the farm?
They live behind electric fences, you know, try and be at night safe. But it is constant whenever you leave that something could happen. And
there's nowhere to live.
you know, both of them has been attacked in their houses. My mom's been attacked in her house when she was 80. So it is difficult. But you know, the guys live a great life despite everything going on.
Something.
President Trump, I brought along the president of the largest trade union in our country, Ziggy Solosi, because she leads many workers,
God, here we go.
more than 1 million, 2 million workers, and maybe we should give her a chance to say something because she's come all the way to join us.
Thank you very much, Mr. President Trump, for having us, and President, for extending the invitation to us as organized labor. And I must say that we are here to support the initiative that has been made by our government with business, of course, as organized labor. We've been coming to Washington on the AGOA trade relations in the previous regime. And I think at the center of it all, for me, it is exactly what Mr. Rupert have said, the importance of us growing the economy. We have always emphasized when we were here and kept on coming and negotiating on AGOA that the 600 US companies that are based in South Africa, as you said, President Ramaphosa, 500,000 jobs will be wiped out. We need more foreign direct investment in our country. We are not just talking about those that will lose employment, but we are talking about over 40% of people that are unemployed, that have no hope of ever finding a job. And we think that, correctly, as they have said, that we need to deal with the issue of porous borders in our country, so that everyone that comes in is documented. We also need to, and I would have thought that the minister would address the issue of land expropriation and how the policy works in South Africa. Recently, President, as you were preparing to come here on the news, in, I think it was in Natal, there was a handover of farms. And white farmers were saying, we are donating the land, but also there's a willing buyer, willing seller in South Africa. So there is no expropriation without compensation. But it is a willing buyer, willing
Why do you
seller.
need the
And
law
that
then?
white farmer
Why
was
do you need the
even
law, you
saying,
absolute muppet?
that the government is even paying more in buying the land than what the land is worth of. And I think those are the realities, President, that we must say that we need to address, of course, but also the importance of agriculture linked to AGOA. People rely on it, and I think, as Retief have said, for survival and living. But lastly, for me, President, is also the issue of the crime statistics. There is no doubt about it that we are a violent nation, for a number of reasons, and we're not condoning anything. But also, if you go into the rural areas where black majority are, you would see women, elderly, being raped, being killed, being murdered. And these are black elderly women that would be found throat slits, raped multiple times, and all of that. And the problem in South Africa, it is not necessarily about race, but it is about crime. And we think that we are here to say, how do we, both nations, work together to reset, to really talk about investment, but also help us in how we can have the technology and everything that is needed, President, to really address the levels of crime that we have in our country. Thank you very
Ask them
much.
about how much money they steal.
Genocide is a very strong word. I'm wondering if
God,
you
here
made
we
up
go.
your mind as to whether you believe genocide is occurring in South Africa, or you still doubt. And if you have made up your mind, why invite President Ramaphosa here today?
Well, I haven't made up my mind. I hate to see it from the standpoint of South Africa, but also, I'm trying to save lives. I'm working with Russia and Ukraine. I don't have to do that. It's not our war. It was started by other people. It was helped along by our past administration. It would have never happened if I were president, but I'm trying to save lives, and no matter where. Rwanda, I have nothing to do with Rwanda and the Congo, but I felt I had a very talented person in this administration, and I sent him there, and he did an unbelievable job, I think. I mean, we're going to find out, but he's done the hardest part of the job. It should happen. If I can save lives, I want to save the lives. If it's in Africa, that's great. If it's in Europe, if it's wherever it may be. And it's a very small investment to do, believe me, compared to what the consequences are. So I hope we can do something. Look, I have so many friends. These two men, I have great admiration for them because I know what they do for a living. Yeah. And that's a very hard living, going from city to city, from country to country, and hitting a ball 350 yards like they do. And
better than you and I.
Getting the ball in the hole. It's a very tough, with lots of people watching, right?
Yes,
That's a very tough living. They're champions. I respect champions. And I respect very much, and I think the country is very lucky. They really wanted to be here.
That's true.
They could be elsewhere. They could be on a beautiful fairway someplace, and they wanted to be here.
I'm glad you brought
So.
My name is Yanda Mobo from Newsroom Africa in South Africa.
Good.
How important is it for the United States to be at our G20 summit in November, given the relationship between our two countries?
Who cares?
What has been said to you just now. Are you coming, and are you preparing to come?
So without the United States, the G20, just like the G7, used to be the G8, but brilliantly they threw Russia out. Would have been a lot better if Russia was in. A lot of people would say, oh, that's not it. Because if Russia was in, you probably wouldn't have this war. And if you had a different president, you wouldn't have the war either. But we have a G7. It's important that the United States is in both of them. I think without the United States, it's I really believe it's not very important. It's not the same meaning.
As I said to President Trump, the U.S. really originated the G20. And it's important that the United States continues to play a key role in the G20. And we are privileged to be the president of the G20, but we are even overjoyed that we are going to hand over to the United States, who are the originators. And for that reason, I expect the United States to continue playing the leadership role in the G20 together with other countries. And I've said when I initially spoke to President Trump on the phone, I want him to come to South Africa for a state visit, and I also want him to come and participate in the G20. And I want to gladly hand over to President Trump to take the leadership of the G20 forward in November.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What is it going to take to convince you?
You don't want to leave.
Thank you so much.
How much do you need?
Everybody, please keep moving. Thank you. Keep moving. Thank you.
Yes, please, just shut up. My God. You don't hate the media enough. So is that it? That's all happening. What? So now they're gonna have the rest of the conversation behind closed doors.
It's bullshit, man.
Did not a single person get to ask them any questions on this? This is insane.
About the 42 race laws. Like, I wanted to know about that.
Yeah, did not a single person raise that. Anyway, I mean, sure, fine, whatever. Okay, well, let me have a look. Let's see if there isn't. What does it say? Wait, waiting President Raporta's departure. I mean, what are they going to talk for another 5 minutes and then piss off? That can't be. There's got to be. Well, they're not going to televise the actual meeting. Let me see. Where's the one that I had from Fox? I mean, maybe Fox has got like special clearance and they're allowed to actually film it. Here we go. Let's see. Anything? No. Is that it? Oh, man. I'm kind of let down. Bit bummed. I'm a bit bummed on this one, guys.
I mean, at least he did show him a nice video of old Julius.
Yeah, no, but dude, that was absolutely...
Fucking, he was embarrassed, dude.
Bro, but the worst part was where he was sitting there, basically just because there's no stupid race laws in South Africa. Are you retarded? No, like seriously, like Plaza up here, are you retarded? You must be retarded, right? Do you know what a law based on discriminatory law based on races? No, it's obviously these are the people that just don't understand basic rationality, basic logic. They don't even know what words mean. No idea. They're just going, oh, this just doesn't. Someone told me that they're true. It's redress. It's not the same. It's like, yeah, cool. What, like, that's as stupid as going like, oh, what if the apartheid people just called it security? Like, any rationality. See this? Yeah, here we go. This is exactly. Grasshopper's 100% right. This is 30%ers. This is what happens when you get a 30% pass rate. People don't know basic definitions of things. Racism is the discrimination based on race. What is BE laws? What? Just tell me. What are they? What are they? Can you? Fuck me. Oh, this is just. It's. See, you know what would be hell? Hell would be sitting in a room where I have to talk to people that just don't understand just basic logic. I think that would be the epitome of being like in hell forever. Just sitting there having to. This person keeps asking you the same question, but well, how is it? Well, that's not a wall because someone said it's not. I'm like, okay, but does it stop? Is it? God, it's really insane. I'm actually bummed. I'm a little bit bummed. I really was hoping JD Vance would have said something. I mean, maybe they're going to say something afterwards. I just think they maybe had too many people in the room. They were just way too many people in the room. Stadler from South. That's a crazy cool name. I don't know. I don't know what could happen from this. I mean, obviously they're going to sit in the room now and they're going to go like, listen, this, and this. Like, what are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to do to try bring these things down? And like Trump, Cyril and them were pretty clever. From my point of view, I think they were pretty clever what they did there. They kind of sidelined it going, oh, no. Listen, what we really do need is we need like a lot of technology. We need technology, and then this is going to help us like solve this issue of crime and all this bullshit.
The problem I think with that is like because they were talking about Starlink, and I'm going, that's great, but Elon is not going to give up a percentage of business for BEE. He's against that. So yeah, that's where Cyril's going to have to make the move on that, the whole BEE shit, which is going to bring up the 142 race laws.
There we go. I'm hoping so. I mean, I just wish they would just televise it, just show us the entire thing. I mean, I can't believe this. So I'm literally just checking it. They've got a live stream going of just this thing. I mean, this is terrible. It's just them trying to viewership. Just like they're just streaming the dude standing there for 4 hours until Cyril leaves, and then what? And they're going to ask some more questions. The press are waiting. Fucking hell.
I really think because, like, I think if Trump is smart about this, he goes, "Okay, look, we will help you, but we are going to we're going to implement Doge into your government. We want to see where the money goes."
Well, I mean, I think those are the two things. Obviously, the farm murders is like number one. The fact that you've got rhetoric from Julius Malema about this dumb shit constantly, you're going like, but you've got this. You have people who are in parliament. They are part of your parliamentary body. You've done nothing about it. It's like, because in America, it's not considered, it's not hate speech, it's incitement to violence. That's literally what it is. When you're calling for the death of someone, it doesn't fall in the realm of saying naughty words or shit like that. That's literally that's the American. America is like, they've got free speech. There's no such thing as hate speech. It's basically just, listen, there's free speech and then there's incitement to violence. That's it. And this goes beyond
really
that.
What he's doing is incitement to violence.
100%. But obviously we've got a corrupt system here, and they go, well, no, it's not. And again, the legality of it now, well, it's actually it's a song, it's a struggle song. It's like, oh, okay, bullshit, get fucked. I mean, sorry. It's just insane. But I mean, the second massive point there would be that I think the second big point would be like, if you've got the shit happen, then you've got the deaths, the thing that Trump pointed out. I think third on their list would be, listen, why? I mean, like Trump mentioned, he wanted Elon there for a reason. Elon wanted this for specific reasons. I'm going, cool. So he wants to address, maybe it's I'm hoping the principle, because what's going to happen if he goes the other way around and he goes, it's just about, him getting Starlink in here. And I don't think it is that. I mean, I really don't. When you're someone that like Elon, who stands on principle with the whole concept of everything we saw with X and Twitter and the buying of it, and like literally losing money based on the principle of free speech. That's what it was. He forked out $4.2 billion on a principle. Think about it, on a principle. Do you think he's going to now take that same fucking principle and go, well, listen here, no, it's cool. Yeah, you guys give me a side loop into being able to sell my product there. He's going to go, no, like we want some kind of thing that's going to go, you guys are going to stop doing, you're going to stop having these like racial laws, because that's what it is. You can fucking stand on your head all day long and say it's redress or claim it's something else. It's not. Nobody with a rational thinking brain believes that horseshit. The only people that believe this crap is intersectional Marxists who think this is, we just redefine a fucking word. No, shut the fuck up. Wait, sorry, let's read a bit of comments. People are driving at Trump. Yeah, that's also true. Like Patriot 00 says, Trump won't get into the nitty gritty. But I mean, like, listen, that what he did was right out the bat there, where he just plays the video to him, hands him the papers, and goes, "These are just in this last couple of months." That's, bro, that was like right in your face. I mean, I was hoping they would go, listen, give us your opinion. Like, what about these laws that you guys have? I mean, I mean, Trump knows how to use the media. I mean, this shit's going to get, what's going to happen. Like, this is going to get clipped into its absolute, into oblivion. Like, you're going to have everybody talking about it. This is the thing. This is the great part about this. And Trump understands that. And this is why he won his first campaign. He did this exact shit where he goes basically, well, like, I'm going to use the media, and I'm going to get, like, how much millions of free press did he get just because he knew how to use the media properly? This is him doing that. This is exactly the same thing. They're going to clip it. You're going to have everybody from every, even the ones that are against it and people are for it, are going to clip this into oblivion. And you're going to have rational people sitting on the one side going, wow, people on the left going, oh, well, Trump's a nut. And you have people on the right going, go Trump. And you have people in the middle going, wait a fucking second here. This doesn't seem rational. This doesn't follow logic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. Triple X in the house. Let's see. Cheers, folks. Thanks, dude. Martin, thanks so much for watching. If you're still here, really awesome of you. Yeah, I know. But again, I think I'm not going to. I don't want to repeat myself 100 times over. But like the most disgusting part about this was Cyril sitting there, and as soon as he starts playing this, like Cyril sits there with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting there with a smile on his face, going like, "Oh, this is the dumb, the fucking retard that, like, it's my retard cousin. Yeah, he does dumb stuff. It's like, like you've got a retard cousin and he rocks up and he just takes his dick out and everybody laughs, everybody knows it. But like, this is not that. It's like he's sitting there smiling, and then he looks at the room and everybody's like, bro, this is serious. And he's kind of like, he's trying to pull back the smile, and he's realized. Yeah. Everybody has seen him. The mask has slipped. You saw this, and that's what he thinks, that he just does not give a fuck about it. And then as soon as they get the point of the crosses, Trump's going like, there's 1,000 crosses there. People have died. I mean, again, it's like, I think to a degree there's a little bit that, where I think the principle is the main issue, which is like, you've got race laws, you've got people singing about violence, and then you've got, it equates to death, right? You've got all these politicians going like, well, like they've got, fuck the white man, all this bullshit, the constant rhetoric that's been normalized by society, by media, that like we need to strangle whiteness, we need to cut whitenesses. I mean, like, say that about any other race. You wouldn't, because you know it's wrong. How is it magically fine when you do it by one race? I think it's gross across the board. Like that's just my principal feeling. I'm going, that is not cool. Like to say like anything across the board of like shit like that about anybody, but it's somehow it's completely fine. And you have Cyril sitting there and going like he just can't seem to understand. It's like what is a good analogy? Like a lion talking to a human being. He can't fathom that it's not right. A lot of people like I've seen people on fucking X. They just can't fathom it. They don't get that it's wrong. It's going, no, it's completely fine because somebody's labeled those specific people here as the enemy. It's fucking insane. In what world would you basically go, listen, all these kids here, their parents were murderers, right? They're not allowed to get jobs and stuff. Everybody else needs to get a job over them. They're not allowed to have land. We're going to take their land away because their great-great-great-great-grandparents were murderers. Like, do you understand that? By that specific same principle, then you will be judged. Do you not get that? I don't understand. It's insane. How many blacks die in SA because of farms? I mean, I don't know. Not that much. I don't think that many. There's probably less. I mean, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of black farmers that also get killed. The thing is, it's a difficult one. It's like it's you've got the rhetoric, and this is the thing, from somebody like sitting on the outside looking in, you're going, cool, you've got these politicians saying kill the white man and kill the boer, kill the farmer. Then you've got like the insane murder rate. And then you've got the whole vibe of like you've got farmers living on farms, like they're out of the way, they're alone. It's an easy target. But at the same time, when you look into it, right? When you look into what takes place, like you've got people that get murdered and killed, raped, tortured, and nothing is stolen. Like nothing is stolen. Like there's a specific case where they literally wrote the words "kill the boer" on the wall. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I also think that I think the people that are going, there's no genocide and all of that. I think we're not saying that there isn't other crime. There is a lot of other crime. The crime rate in South Africa is fucking terrible. I'm pointing out, we're pointing out that there's a deliberate attack. That there. I mean, if you look at the races, you got the race laws, you got the where they take your land without compensation. There is a deliberate attack on farmers because they're white.
Yeah, but it's because they're white, because they're farmers, because they're alone, because you've got the rhetoric and you're going like, okay, cool. But like the thing is that I don't understand, and here are two things, right? The first one is like somehow rhetoric, if like, for example, the argument is as simple as this. If you say the N-word, it's bad because it causes violence on black people. Okay, sure. Then does that same principle not apply the other way around? No, it doesn't, because it's just a song. It's a struggle song. I'm going like, okay, like just be somehow logically consistent with your beliefs. Just be a little bit logically consistent, but you're not. And
I mean, can I start doing a song now about the 142 race laws? Or can I do like a struggle song? I'm struggling because of the 142 race laws.
You can do that, but I mean,
it's because of my fucking struggle that I'm going through.
You can't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like, how far back does it have to go? Does it have to be 60 years, or like what's the where's the point?
Period? Like, yeah.
No, I don't think. Just like we can just go like, listen, I can go right now and start singing, like writing a struggle song about, I don't know, like putting a cap in Julius's head. I'm going like, this is my struggle song. Call it Mork's struggle song.
Yeah.
And then by definition, it's a struggle song, right?
Yeah.
Wait, let's maybe what had another analogy with the thing. We had the I don't know. I just need to write it down somewhere. Yeah, that's dude. Like, this is what Charmaine says. Speaking of her, like, you've seen the new what is it called? The new token white kid that they're parading around. This dude who comes out of fucking nowhere, and all of a sudden, this guy's like going, "Well, Marxism is good, intersectionality, it's insane." Wait. What was the point I just made now before you started talking, Sean?
I don't know.
Let's say, oh man, I was making the analogy about this the principle of it. My brain is silly. Yeah, it's the same thing with the race laws. It's just how does it not count? How is it not racism? Like I don't understand. Do you not see it?
Yeah.
Fuck it, whatever. Stinks of Bell Pollinger. Dude, that's exactly what I saw. When I saw that light here, I'm going like, where did this dude come from? Who was it? Agent Leon. Agent Leon pointed that out. He made like, this dude, this kid, I'm not even going to say his name. Everybody knows this fucking prat, right? He hasn't said a fucking thing for, I don't know, like almost a year, almost 2 years, 2 entire years. Said nothing. Mork, slow again. Check that prostate. Kev. What a dick. Yeah, but I mean, it's like he comes out of nowhere. The dude hasn't tweeted. Like his Twitter account's been dead. All of a magical sudden, he's just going on podcasts. He's going like, okay, this doesn't sound at all spurious. It's just like, let's take this word. And this is the thing. I was thinking about it the entire time. I'm going, this is one of those tricky things where it's like I want to talk about it because it's current news, right? But at the same time, I'm going like, that's what they're planning on. That's what they're intended. That's what they want us to do. They want us to retweet it. They want us to be upset about it and tune this guy because by doing so, it's going to gain more traction.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like you got like, how do you keep, be relevant in the news or cover the news or share this thing that you've seen without actually falling into this by design campaign.
Giving it that
because that's exactly what they want you to do. They write this thing, they get the kid out, they give him the talking points. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's going, kid's got cool. Or are we going to use this kid to change the narrative? You know what I mean? And then we're helping then by us being upset about it because they're counting on that. That's exactly the same. Both sides are doing this now, and it's like it's getting a bit difficult to navigate this thing, and you've got to be careful. Like this is why, like sometimes I'm like the thing is these days I'm thinking, instead of retweet. Like this is the thing with Twitter. I'm going to try it, and yet listen, I'm not going to say I always get it right, but instead of retweeting a article by I don't know News 24, any of these guys, take a photo of it and then tweet it, because all they're doing is they're putting out these sensational headlines because they're hoping we retweet it, we quote tweet it, so they get the fucking ad revenue. It's all about money. I think the monetization thing is a bit of an issue. Are you rolling a joint?
You're asking me if I'm rolling joints.
That sounds like you're rolling a joint or something. To tell them that white is white, Kakistan means sweet fuck all. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what the chat says. Jesus, is anybody else freezing their ass off?
Yeah, I'm freezing my ass off.
Kev, this show notes are done with an auto. Fucking Kev, just laying into
laughed
me.
Earlier when he did it, yeah. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen this, Charmaine. We've seen this now recently. We've seen this with I think there was. I mean, I hate them. Like I can't stand them. But Daily Maverick just pointed at us with ASA. The political party who hates being called ASA. They did this. They paid a bunch of people, like these online influencers, to just push horseshit, just retweet stuff 1,000 times a day. Like we had this like Muppet in the thing here going, what about the farm workers? And just constantly just reposting that every few seconds. It's like that's silly. But they're using us to do shit. Durban chili is nice chill. Durban chill is nice chill. Yeah, but listen. It's fucking humid there. I can't stand it. Sorry, I missed this one from Triple X. It's all PR. They own the culture vibe. The ANC is a joke, though. At least 5 years behind. No, totally. But I think I can kind of notice they're catching up with it. They're doing the shit. I remember like the last, was it not this election, the previous election, where they used, they went down the celebrity route. They got all these rappers to try and push agenda. So let's have a look here. Cyril, yeah, it's like, listen, this dude is just looking at this bra still just hanging outside here. Just standing. Is that your job? Do you do that all day long?
That's his job, dude. He's a god.
Do we? I know, but I'm just thinking about it. Does our parliament have like?
Is it a marine? I don't know my USA military vibes, but that's a marine, right?
I don't know if he's the marine. He's in the fucking military, right?
No, I'm sure someone on the chat is going to correct us, but I say it's a marine.
I mean, it could be a marine. I don't fucking know. Is anybody from America here? Please help us out. Sweet Vickers. Ooh, it's cold. It's very chilly. White monopoly. What did James say? White monopoly was a phrase. Paid campaign.
Julius has posted something on X.
Let's go look. Let's go look what fuckboy said. They will not tell me. I'm like, fuck, no one cares what you think. Their party is so fucking irrelevant. No, their party is just so absolutely irrelevant at this stage. No one fucking cares anymore. What are they at, like 7% now? Julius is basically fucking, I don't know if he's got AIDS allegedly, or allegedly looks like he's got AIDS. Allegedly. We just say allegedly because, allegedly. I mean, dude, he's fading away. He's probably going to have like a year or two left. There's going to be nothing left of him. I think he's on Ozempic or some shit. What?
I'm reading it now.
Where is Julius Malema? Julius S. What is cello? Julius Sellotape Malema. What did he say? Okay, let's share it. Let's why am I still sharing this dumb shit with the fucking let's share it with the team. Share the screen. Julius Malema on eggs. On the X. There we go. What did Julio say? Julio? A group of older men meet in Washington to gossip about me. No significant amount of intelligence evidence. Fuck me, it's just the irony of just fucking that whole entire part up when you're talking about intelligence. It's just sweet fucking irony, right? There's no significant amount of intelligence evidence has been produced about white genocide. We will not agree to compromise our political principles on land expropriation without compensation for political expediency. Well, fucking your Ramaphosa walked that motherfucker back like it was fucking a garbage dumpster fire. Like he walked that back. I've never seen someone walk that shit back as fast as Ramaphosa walked it back. He literally just walked it back. He was like, no expropriation. No. We're going to give everybody compensation. We're going, okay, cool, but then change the law. Change the law.
You made that point of why have the law then?
Yeah. Why have the fucking law then? It's just in case somebody owns something and then we want it.
And we want it.
It's not stealing then. It's like, that's the law. It's like, just in case we want to use it. It's for when there's a company or some shit. And I think it's the last dying act of an animal, as it's like, it's just the last clawing, trying to save itself, like making, I don't know. Fuck, I mean, don't know. What a dumbass.
Yeah, he's a dumbass.
No, he's a dumbass. No one likes Malema. No, Trump didn't take any shit. They want Cape Town. They'll never get Cape Town over my dead body. Fucking EFF. But there's nothing left of them anymore. It's like they're shadow. As Cyril, Julius has got Ozempic, and so does the EFF. They both are losing. Cyril's losing weight. He's losing nourishment, and so is the EFF. They're losing voters like it's going out of fashion. Yeah, it's the last kick. Exactly. Got nothing more left. It's at the end. It's at the end, baby.
Go to the light.
Go to the light. 9%. Isn't it like at 8 now? They used to be 10. I think it's at 8 now. It has to be at 8 now. Like, I mean, they lost half of their top brass. I mean, yeah, dude. Like, that was pretty cool. I just wish somebody had brought up the race law. I mean, are they still? How long are they going to have this meeting for?
Someone made a comment in the beginning as the video started, and I think it was Chess Pains, that it was the funniest fucking comment or observation. We were talking about that tint that they put on Trump, and I think Chase Payne said they put the tint on, so he looks orange, but Cyril looks looks so black. Something in that line. Fuck, what was it? It was such a good comment, but I wanted to say something, but we started. I just kept quiet. What was it? Chase Payne, what was the thing you said about like the tint? And Cyril looking like dark chocolate or something like that.
And demonetized.
So good.
Under the bed, dark. Fuck me.
That's it. Under the bed, dark. That was so good. Oh my god, that was funny. I wanted to say it so badly, but like we just started, and I was like, no, I gotta remember it. I even made a note on my phone so I can bring it up later.
Oh god, here's all the people just on Twitter going, oh my god, Ramaphosa handled that well, not perfect, but he remained calm, collected, and fuck me, bro. The only reason he was there was to beg. That's the only thing he was doing. He's like, every opportunity, he's kind of trying to steer it to like, well, we kind of need money for this stuff. Like, please give us money.
It's like, it's like that car guy that comes to your car and he's super nice to you. Super nice. Hey, Milani, how was your day? You have a good day. Weather's great. All he wants is a 5 bob.
Yeah, or like a tenner. No, that's 10 years ago. It's like 5 years ago they wanted 5 grand.
Now,
no, it's $50. Yeah, but I mean, this should be like a cool thing for like car guards everywhere. It's like, listen, you can be a car guard like Cyril Ramaphosa. It's like you're not restricted to your like little section of road or your parking lot. You need to go out there and just fly to whatever country
go to another
car guard. Yeah, like Zelensky and fucking like Cyril, go out and claim the money. Fuck, it's insane. It's so insane. The nihilism. See, that's the thing. Come on, why didn't you give us the fucking behind the scenes? I wanted to know behind the scenes. I want to know what they're asking him. I mean, why did they not show us that? Why didn't you fucking Elon pipe up or something? I probably didn't want to. From Joe Biden to Emperor Palpatine. Yes, exactly. The dark side, young Padawan. Join the dark side. But I'd rather be Emperor Palpatine than Joe Biden. Fuck, I'll have you know. I kind of feel let down. I don't know about you guys. I feel a little bit let down.
Hello there. Yeah, I think maybe, dude. Like, I think he's got to show us. Trump's got to show a form of respect to Ramaphosa. So, like, I'm hoping behind closed doors he's giving him a proper hiding.
No, I mean, of course. Like, even though, bro, he took him out to the cleaners with that shit. Like, he's going like, because there's no way of defending it. He's going, what do you say? It's not happening.
That was a ballsy move playing those clips. I think,
bro, it was pretty ballsy.
He caught him out with that, and you can check he was uncomfortable. Like Cyril was like, and he was trying to keep it because I think our go-to thing as South Africans are to cover up as humor, and I think that's what he was doing. But also, I think. Look at why you're laughing. Like you're laughing, kill the boo, or you're making fun of it. Like it's a weird time to crack a joke. Rather just shut the fuck up, sit there and take your hiding.
Yeah, I mean, there's Rib saying like that's it. I mean, like we won't get such a chance. What's the chance for change again? Journos will say Ramaphosa won. Yeah, no, but I mean the problem is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, they're going to have a sit down with him and go, listen, like, in order for us to give you aid, in order for us to give you all the stuff that you're demanding, all the stuff that you're asking for, like aid, all this like investment, you know, you want to remove AGAO, all this type of stuff. What are you going to do to help fight this issue that we're seeing? The fact that there are all these people dying, the fact that you're completely fucking fine with like someone like Julius Malema singing about, you know, killing a specific race. I mean, it's like, you know, you're going like, you're going to have to move strides to that. And the problem is, and this is where I'm thinking about, I'm going like, what can he do? He's not a Trump. Cyril Ramaphosa is an ANC, like, bro, he bends the knee to the rest of like the people. Like, that's what he does. He bends the knee to his party. So now he's going to come back and he's going to go like, okay, cool, well, Trump's demanded this. And then he's going to say to the ANC, well, listen, bro, in order for us to get funding and extra funding and all this shit, we need to make a move in the right direction where we stop doing. And these are the three things. I mean, this is the thing. They didn't talk about any of those really, which was like, stop doing business with Iran, all this type of shit. Like Marco Rubio, I watched a video from him from yesterday where he was talking to Ted Cruz, where like, none of the shit that South Africa is doing is aligning with South Africa. And it's like, we're the like South Africa's the one getting we're getting like a fuckload of money, aid, all this stuff, trade deals with America. So you can't keep going fuck America and at the same time go, hey, can I get a 50 million, please?
Exactly, yeah.
I'm sorry, just missed a comment here from Rib. Rib said, didn't even mention the rest of dude, exactly. I was the whole time, just one person. Dude, while we were fucking sitting there, I literally tweeted at JD Vance, not that he's gonna fucking even look at it, but just go like, bro, just ask the question. Just ask the question, what about the race laws? Just put it the fuck out there. I would have been like, dude, my fucking day would have been made. Just that one fucking question. Sorry. Getting all excited for nothing. Wait, Rory made a comment. Yeah, Rory Thompson. I'm not disappointed because, sorry, I'm dyslexic. Only one ace was played by Trump, while Ramaphosa played every card he had and was still left empty with his begging. No, it's true. It's 100% true. I mean, it's like you go in, tune it. But I mean, I think the principal one that they cannot, like, this is the problem with the ones that he was talking about earlier. White farmers being killed. You know, you can kind of sidestep that. Sowell did try, but like Trump kept pulling him back into it. You can kind of sidestep it, but you can't sidestep the race laws, right? Because then you're gonna this is the thing where we're gonna come out, and this is the thing I wanted to be exposed is the worldview. You'll have his worldview where they're 100%, and that's the part I want the world to see, especially someone like Trump and like Elon and JD Vance are going like, oh, this is the worldview this guy has. There's no issue with him having laws that discriminate against people based on the basis of race for people who did fucking nothing wrong, people who are not guilty of any fucking crime. That's insane. And you've got people, I mean, we had people in this fucking YouTube chat going, that's totally cool. They're totally cool with that. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Race laws. No, Charmaine, 100%. I mean, he's there. They're gonna fucking hash this motherfucker out now. It's gonna be a while. I mean, like, they're still in there. Like, I've got the camera open of them. Here we go. Still waiting for Trump to leave, for Ramaphosa to leave. What does Rip say? Sorry, Steenhuisen and Rupert. We support Win because he isn't Malema.
Caro,
no.
Caro Reinders. I have been trying to get this to happen, but it's impossible because we get worked up and then we just get excited and then
I'm sorry. Yes.
We'll try harder.
Caro, we're really sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, Caro,
we're trying, but we get so worked up.
Yeah, we're angry. We're like, we've let the dark side in and the hate flows. The hate flows forth like a river.
We'll try.
We do try. I'm sorry. Yes, Miss Fancy Pants has told me as well to stop.
Yeah, we need to
I know.
cut that out.
We're trying to cut down, but at the same time, we're like,
I think you know what we should do is we should save it for our Monday night because I think our Monday
I
night
think
vibe
Monday
is going to be unhinged.
Yeah, Let's do that from now on. We'll do
So just don't
unhinged
tune in
Monday
on,
nights.
Yeah. Don't do the
Yeah.
Monday. Just be sensitive with the Monday now. Don't judge us too
Well,
harshly.
the Monday
that's where
night one
we'll
is a bit later. So we
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
this
late
is
one,
earlier.
yeah.
I really apologize. I apologize for everybody for the swearing. I'm sorry. You got a lot
we're
of
just
people
getting
have
worked
kids.
up. We get worked
We're
up.
getting worked up. We've got kids. You've got kids walking around. I know. And I mean, what Charmaine says is 100% correct. We honest people do swear a lot. Unfortunately, this is truth, right? Not your truth or my truth. It's just the truth. But yes, you're kind of 100% right. I forgot about the time and I was upset.
It's
8 o'clock. But like in 2 minutes, your kids better be in bed, right? Because then I'm just going to let rip. 2 minutes, kids should be in bed. Then I'm allowed to say what I want to say. What? True, Rib. Yes, I 100% agree with Rib as well. Yeah, no, he did. Sorry, I was reading this from 144. Juju thinks Rampies came out on top. He didn't. He did not. I mean, like, I mean, again, what are your thoughts on Rupert? I mean, I just want to double check what. Yeah, that's. I wasn't like. I don't know why John Rupert was there. Still isn't Rupert excuse all the frog boiling going on? At least Ramaphosa isn't Malema. Yeah. There we go. He's probably he's the main funder of them, right? But the thing is, he's not going to. He didn't. It irritates me that he didn't mention the rest of those news. Saying Ramaphosa came out on top. Yeah, of course they are. Like, what's his name? What's the dumbass's name that is the editor there? Adrian. Adrian has his head so far up the ANC's ass. He's been wearing brown for the last fucking 20 years. Like literally, they are the mouthpiece of the ANC. 100%. Stephen, I completely agree with you. It is the most versatile word, and it can mean anything. It could even be in a term of endearment. But I mean, a lot of people are from South Africa, and they do like the word. You know, it does sound rough.
Yeah, I mean, we can't promise that we'll stop, but we'll keep an eye on it.
You know, but listen. Well, at least we'll try. That's more than the ANC has done about stealing, right? Like you go like, hey, listen, like please, you know, like the swearing's a bit much. We go, listen, we're gonna try and help. We're gonna try and do something about that. When for 20 years or 30 years we go like, listen, ANC, please stop stealing. They just go like, suck it. We're stealing more. Okay, wait. So here, let me just ask a question. Am I allowed to say words that aren't swear words but sound like swear words?
I mean, I'll allow it.
Like this. Wat 'n kant is jy? O, jy's 'n groot kant.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. In the sentence,
yeah, it's, you know, so there's nothing wrong with that, Voot. You can follow YouTubers. It's cool. It's totally cool. I remember when I was a kid, so English first language and Afrikaans is my second language, right? So I remember being in the Afrikaans class, and then one day we're like, you know, they told us about we had to do something, and like somehow the word came up, pilar, and you know, it's like that's fucking funny. But juffrou, ek het 'n groot pilaar daar gesien. Wat se fuck het jy nou? Ek het biologie. See, like I can say that and it's like, oh, well, he wasn't swearing. No, well, it was. Yes, there we go. Don't worry, we can put the swear words on the screen because children can't read, so it's fine. No, I do get it. I mean, listen, like, in all honesty, I know people have kids and like you put YouTube on and you're busy making dinner or some stuff, and you don't want to watch some dude going like blah 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 blah, you know, F-bomb, F this, F that the entire time while you're making and like, you know, like, so I get it totally. It's like it's just difficult. That's just, you know, I'm like a matroos, like sailor. I've got the mouth of a sailor. So unfortunately, yeah, that sometimes comes out. Boekenfus. What? Yes, like Snotkop Kust recent hit Boekenfus. What the fuck is that?
You gotta change the P and the F.
Yes, Boekenfus. 144. Adult, this is South Africa. Adults can't read. I mean, I've got earpods.
Technology is crap, but we do have earpods.
Yep. Hoeveel fucker? A klomp fucker. I've had a lot of fucker in my life. You should ask my wife. Yeah.
So this is the problem. We'll just find more creative ways to swear.
You see, now you're gonna go like, oh fuck, I hate him. He's being a dickbag now. All right, listen, I can't do too late. I think we've got to call it. That was super fun. I'm a little bit bummed, but yeah, I'm happy we got what we got with that.
Well, I mean, we think about what's happened. Think about what's happened, because we are going to unpack this tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we are going to chat. We're going to have so we're going to have a cool chat tomorrow night. We got a surprise. Someone is maybe joining us. It's not really a surprise. I said it. So Ronaldo's going to come. He's got a show tomorrow night at 7, and after his show, probably 8, a little bit after 8, he's going to come join us, and we're going to talk a bit more about his opinion, my opinion. We're going to just have a chat about what we think, where this can go, and then tomorrow we're going to just see the opinionated pieces come out from the media nonstop. They're just going to spin the shit out of this. They're going to go, oh, well, no, actually, Ramaphosa won. And, what a president. And you're going to have Adrian Basson. You're going to have Adrian Basson just completely get Cyril's opinion out there. And he's going to fondle that opinion. And he's just going to say how great Cyril was at Trump's office. That's exactly what News 24 is going to do tomorrow.
Oh, AJM. Oh, thank you so much.
You cut me deep. Buddy. Cut me deep,
I'm
man.
in love.
Oh, come on, Kev. Give it a go. Okay, listen. I'll get other guests. Kev, for you. Just for you, I'll get other cool guests.
It's the whole show, though. Kev, he's not the whole show. So join us.
For the first bit, and if you don't like it, then you can go. Listen, people are allowed to like whoever they're allowed to like. There was freedom to everyone. Everybody's allowed to like who they ever like. We're not going to call it, just because you don't like Ronaldo and he happens to be white, I'm not going to say you're racist, because I'm not like that. I think people are allowed to like and not like people, and it's totally cool. There's some comedians I don't like watching. There's some things I don't like. I'm not into anything from Disney. The real AJM loves me. Yeah, I know.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Buy Mork and Data Sean.
That's good.
That's a great way to end it. So amazing. Where's Matthew?
Awesome.
Like a last
he
jab.
disappeared. Like, where is he? Yeah.
I wants to eat food, man. It's late. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. All of you, you guys are all awesome. All the new people who watched, everybody on X, everybody on Twitch who watched, massive appreciated. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and come join us tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and we're just going to hang out and just have a chat about all the stuff that went down, and we've got maybe some other topics, and we're going to have a guest on, so it's going to be fun. And thank you for watching. You guys are all cool. Darth Sean, any final thoughts?
I just want to say a shout out to Christu. Looks like you've just joined, but we're about to leave.
Yes,
but join us tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow, Chris. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
We started really early, but go rewind this and then watch it from the beginning. The first part's a little bit boring. Wait until you see Trump if you want to watch the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, everybody is amazing. Everybody's awesome. Just not AJM, because he doesn't like me and he likes Dalsham more. Yeah, so please remember to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same place, on here, on YouTube, on X, and on Twitch, and Rumble. Why not? See you guys later. Cheers.